Greetings, my dear students. Welcome to another edition of my home education channel. Today, I am here with the poem I Wander Lonely as a Cloud, and I have taken this poem from grade 10 English textbook. And this is a poem I Wander Lonely as a Cloud. This poem is by William Wordsworth, the famous romantic poet. So let me begin with the text itself. I wander lonely as a cloud that floats on high over hills and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze, continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way. They stretched in never-ending line along the margin of a bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in sprightly dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet but could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth the show to me had brought. For oft when on my couch I lie, in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude, and then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils. So now let's talk about the summary of the poem. The summary of the poem, simple summary of the poem. The speaker was walking aimlessly around through the hills and valleys like the cloud, and he felt all very lonely. Suddenly he passed a lake. He noticed a big group of yellow daffodils waving in the breeze. They were twinkling like the stars. That wasn't just some scattered patch of daffodils. We are talking thousands and thousands around this particular bay, and all these flowers were dancing in the wind. Yes, the daffodils danced, and so did the waves of the lake, but the daffodils danced better. The speaker's loneliness was replaced by joy, but he could not even realize what a gift he has received until later. Now, whenever he's feeling something sad, he just remembers the daffodils in his heart, and his heart fills with joy. So, now let's talk about vocabulary. I have mentioned word meaning in Nepali as well. Word meaning in Nepali meaning or similar words. Wander, भौतारिए, moved aimlessly, lonely, एक्लै, alone, floats, तैरन्छ, does not sing, vales, उपत्यका, valleys, crowd, bhid, group, host, malik, that gives shelter, daffodils, prabhu jara, flowers, beside, छेउमा, at the side of, beneath, तल, below, fluttering, फरफराउँदै, flapping, bridge, शीतल हावा, cool wind, stretched, फैलिएको, extended, margin, किनार, edge, bay, खाडी, inlet where land curves inward, tossing, माथि फाल्दै, throwing upwards, sprightly, खुसी, happy, glance, हेराई, look, outdid, हरायो, won, overcame, glee, खुसी, happiness, jocund, आनन्द, happy, gazed, टोलायो, stared, oft, patak patak, often, frequently, couch, sofa, pensive, chintanshil, thoughtful, bliss, ananda, happiness, solitude, ekanta, lonely, pleasure, ananda, joy. Question answer. 1. What does the speaker compare himself with? The speaker compare himself with the cloud. Where was the speaker wandering? The speaker was wandering over the valleys and the hills. What did the speaker see? The speaker saw a crowd of daffodils. How many daffodils did the speaker see? The speaker saw 10,000 daffodils. 5. Where did the speaker see the daffodils? The speaker saw the daffodils beside the lake and beneath the trees. Why was the speaker so happy? The speaker was so happy because he saw the beauty of nature. What wealth did the speaker get from the daffodils? The speaker got pleasure as wealth from the daffodils. How does the poet feel when he sees the daffodils? The poet feels happy when he sees the daffodils. Why did the poet gaze at the daffodils? The poet gazed at the daffodils because he was very much delighted at them. 10. What did the poet compare the daffodils with? The poet compares the daffodils with the stars. What is the theme of the poem? The theme of the poem is the beauty of nature attracts everyone and it gives permanent pleasure. What is the tone of the poem? The tone of the poem is descriptive. What is the simile used in the first verse? The simile used in the first verse is I wander lonely as a cloud. 14. What is the meaning of inward eye in the poem? The meaning of inward eye in the poem is the insight of the mind. So, my dear students, my objective is not to teach the lesson. My objective is to supply notes, question answers. That's why I have not explained the poem. Your teachers do that. So here I come to the end of the notes from this poem. I wander lonely as a cloud. So next day in my next episode, you will get notes from another poem of the series. Thank you for watching. Please share the video so that it reaches other needy people. Thank you very much.